I have to stand in my little tree cove here to get out of the wind. I wanted to talk about consciousness again. I watched another NDE video where the lady really broke down her experience. And I just want to try and re-articulate it in my own words. The problem that we have is that we believe all of the separate concepts that are created through our mind, right? Consciousness is separate from our mental mind. Consciousness means you are the observer of your thoughts. You are the observer of your concepts, but you're not the concepts. So that aspect of you that is still aware and kind of observing yourself is what we call God. Because that consciousness is all there is. But when we try to look for God outside of that consciousness, of that observer mode, we are creating a concept of God. God is that observer consciousness that you are when you leave your body. Yes, it's hard to wrap your mind around because your mind is left behind in the NDE. And all that remains is consciousness. And as you give thought and focus to things, to concepts, they come into being, right? Through the observer consciousness that you are. There is no separate God person from you. Even all the guides that appear are concepts. When our consciousness focuses on a thing, it becomes. That's the power of consciousness, the observer consciousness, which we call God. And you can never separate yourself from that and say, I am not that consciousness. Yes, you are. You are that eternal God consciousness. You are God. But God is not a person or a people entity that our mind has conceptualized. See, our mind is looking for the concept of God. And that's why it appears as an illusion, as a separate thing from you, or you appear separate from God or separate from the consciousness because you're looking through the wrong eyes. Consciousness is all there is. And when you leave the material, the physical world behind, consciousness is all you are, and it's one endless, infinite thing. And you are it. You are all there is. Consciousness is all there is. We are experiencing the reality of consciousness broke down, fragmented into all of these different particles because of all the different focus that consciousness is giving, right? like I said, it's hard for this limited finite mind to wrap itself around that, because the mind is not part of that greater consciousness. The mind is a creation of that greater consciousness. And that greater consciousness is God. And you are that consciousness. You are that only consciousness that exists. I hope this helps. Expand your consciousness a little more, expand your mind a little more, to see yourself for more than this body, than this ego persona known as Renee, or known as whatever your name is. You're not that. Or let me say, you're not just that. That's just the manifestation of the concept that consciousness created. You created yourself.